And if you guys are into World Wrestling Entertainment, I was gonna say Federation, but World Wrestling Entertainment, go ahead and check out my homeboy man who just started this page for wrestling content, Wrestling the Marks, where he's posting up a whole lot of just wrestling news, humor, and entertainment. From the dark side of the ring, from the old school highlights of the Hardys and Dudleys being going through tables to Kurt Angle and his obsession with the Percocets and stuff like that, to a lot of these new dudes and seeing how they react to CM Punk coming back into the WWE almost after a decade later, to just a whole bunch of, new wrestlers and where they at now and stuff like that, from the WCW days, from the WWE to even a little bit of AEW, anything wrestling. He's pretty much covering that, and he's doing it, like I said, you got when Divas used to be, the shit. And now I don't know where it stands at now, but just going through his channel, I should say page, I'm sorry, and seeing where the Divas at now is greatly letting me know and informing me, but also just getting a good sense of humor on some of this stuff. What worked, back then couldn't work today, clearly, because it was a whole different, time. But definitely go ahead and give him a check out, man. This is my homeboy. He's starting it. I'm out here supporting him. I'm letting him know, hey, man, I got your back. Go ahead and do it. I grew up watching wrestling. He, grew up watching wrestling. Most of us did. Some of us stopped due to maybe the storylines and stuff like that. But, like I said, go ahead, give him a look, give him a follow, let him know Class sent you, and just see his content and let him know what you think about it. Hey, yo, what's going on YouTube, man? It's your boy Clash, and I'm back. I'm happy. I'm hyped. You know what I'm saying? I woke up, what I'm saying, did a little bit of, some training, some working out, whatever you want to call it. And I was looking at my calendar, I'm like, man, just one more day, man. One more day till we get that Yu Yu Hakusho, man. Christmas is a week away. So I feel like as a gift for myself, I'm gonna watch it and then, wait next week for Christmas and do some festivities over there. But it's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be dope. I'm excited. I'm really, really thrilled. I seen that they just dropped the trailer a couple days ago. So I wanted to get into it. I wanted to talk about it, kind of do like a breakdown and give you kind of like obviously what could we expect in this upcoming series. So no further ado, let's just jump right into it, man. I can't wait, bro. I'm excited, bro. I'm very, very, very excited to actually see this, and this new trailer looks even more fire.
かつて人間界と魔界は地続きだった。人間界に
Yo. Hold on. That's crazy. Let me see if I can get. I mean, the CGI is definitely in there. This is definitely, oh, man, like I'm gonna have to rewatch the anime. I ain't gonna lie, no cap, because this is definitely giving me like a whole new. It's like obviously it's Yu Yu Hakusho, but it feels like a whole new anime live action series because I'm really digging the way this monster looks, and the CGI is not terrible at all. I'm pretty sure he's going to move fluid, and there's going to be some interesting fighting scenes. But we know that obviously the spirit world and the demon world were obviously connected. If I'm not mistaken, let me go back and see if he said demon world or spirit
人間界
world.
と魔
Okay, so the human world and demon world, so they were connected. Gives me kind of a Bleach kind of vibe, but instead of the demon world, the spirit world. So okay.
界は地続きだった。人間界に忍び込んだ妖怪は人間
I mean, just look at that. Okay, looking at it now, like obviously there's CGI, but you could tell like there is a good budget. The CGI isn't really all that bad. I don't find it to be a little bit like, hey, whatever, but it's up there. Japan, for people who never really watched like, Japan, um, any kind of anime adaptation or CGI stuff, it's always been like not the best in my opinion, but seeing this, I could really say they came a long way. And I think working with Netflix to kind of fund them and work with maybe CGI groups over there within like a certain budget limit, they have came a long way. I will really say that. And seeing this, it looks pretty good. And I wonder if he's going to eat his ass because there's blood on his, body, on his fingertips, and even in his mouth. But this demon looks crazy. I'm not even going to say, oh yeah, and to prey on humans. So yeah.
を餌食にした。 浦飯祐介。異常なスピードで穴が広がっておる。明らかに人為的な力だ。
Okay, so that's Toguro, clearly. Let me see if I could go back. So that's Toguro. I guess he doesn't have his little buddy that would be on his side right there. This looks like it's just more of him. I'm digging the character. The height looks pretty good, maybe for the camera angle. He looks pretty tall, skinny, but I'm pretty sure with the CGI that we've seen, he's going to be obviously buff. So that's good. I also like let me see if I could go back a little bit more. This guy. I forget what was his actual name. Was it Botan? No, I think Botan was the witch. But I like how they have him because even in the show, he was the baby, then he grew up. I know like his dad is like the demon or whatever. So it's good to see him and the actor play him. It's true to form, true to form, true to form.
祐介。異常
And let me check out Yusei. Yusei looks good. Yusei looks good. Got the hair, got Botan looking nice and young. I will say that. Urameshi's clothes are good, instead of the white tee, the black tee works perfectly fine. But yeah, you got like a nice young Urameshi. So this, I'm just happy for this, bro. Like so far from what I'm seeing, the characters, the costumes, it's accurate, it's on point, it's pretty much ripped from the anime.
祐介。異常なスピードで穴が広がっておる。明らかに人為的な力だ。
And now look at that's a crazy looking demon. So they're gonna battle a lot of demons. And I remember in the show they fought a lot of monsters, a lot of demons. And it's good that they're staying true to that and they're not doing no zombies or nothing like that. So I really like the whole little demon army they got going on. Gives me a little bit of maybe Resident Evil vibes to a degree.
霊界探偵としての初指令を言い渡す。生かれるんだから断る理由はないだろう。
小山様はあんたのために指導者を手配したんだから。
Okay, so they're doing that first. Interesting, interesting. It's like I said, I might have to rewatch the anime now because I remember this was for the tournament arc, if I'm not mistaken, you guys. And we don't meet Master Genkai till a little bit after, but they're kind of mixing and mashing it, which is good. I really like this. It makes sense, they're gonna bring him back to the real world. They're gonna revive him, but he's gonna have obviously a teacher to kind of teach him along the way. So I wonder in this direction, like what's gonna happen. I like the shrine. I was digging the shrine. Kianoma has arranged a mentor for you, obviously his Master Genkai. I'm really digging the palace and the shrine. Very it sets the tone. Very it sets the tone.
様はあんたのために指導者を手配したんだから。
That was in the anime. I remember he would always do it and then he would fall. And okay, we get Master Genkai, old, wise, costumes, accurate. Genkai looked like he's been eating a couple of, rice balls, but it's all cool, you know what I'm saying? It's all nice and dandy, not to knock it. It looks like, the master has been, what's the word I'm looking for? Eating for hibernation purposes, but it's all cool. Hopefully we're going to see some interesting techniques and see her character, how this actress portrays this character.
かかってきな。いいから体で感じな。
鬼かよ。強くなるんだよ、ユウスケ。みんなを守るためにな。
綺麗だな、クラマ。霊界の使いか、罠に誘い込まれたような嫌な感じがする。
Okay, so before I get to obviously Kuwabara, the guy I was, talking about earlier. So we get, him running into the Hiei, the Kurama. And for people who don't know, Hiei is kind of like the demon who he has this wrapped around. He has like a third eye, carries a sword. This right here, when you take that off, is pretty much like a third eye demon. He has his sister, and his sister's into, Kuwabara. Then you have Kurama, which is pretty much like a rose. They made Kurama look, I don't know, man. They really made him look a little bit more feminine. In the show, obviously he had the long, red hair and stuff like that, but he still had some masculinity. But they kind of made him look like a female, but I mean, I guess, Carrier Rose and I don't know. I don't know.
罠に誘い込まれたような嫌
Now I don't know who this is. This is probably an original character. Nothing I could think of that comes to my mind.
な感じがする。
今回は平気でも
Now we have Kuwabara. Okay, so seeing them side by side, Kuwabara obviously maybe an inch or two taller with the hair compared to Urameshi. She's not a redhead. Let me double check. I feel like Kuwabara was a redhead, if I'm not mistaken. Characters. Yeah, he was a redhead. And obviously they made him a blonde, which is fine. It is what it is. But just looking at it, like I was telling you guys in the podcast, I was really hoping they were gonna make him a little bit tall, which they kind of did. But I think with the hair, he's probably got him beat by maybe like 2 inches. Not as big, not as broad like you could see here in his physique. But I mean, it's cool, man. At the end of the day, it's a live, adaptation. They're telling their own story. They got the characters right, the comic book outfits, you could say, correct. The manga outfits, I should say. I'm sorry, correct. So that's all that matters. I just hope that each of these actors and actresses bring life to these characters, to be honest, and they're able to tell a really great live action story because I feel like we really need this.
町もやすような連中なんだろ
There's CA Sword.
お楽しみはこれからということですもう後戻りはできんぞ
こいつは俺がやる。
まずはウォーミングアップといこうか
Okay, so this is the gang, y'all. This is the trio, man. You got Kurama, you got Urameshi, Kuwabara, and Hiei, man. You got the 4 horsemen pretty much of this whole thing, man. And just seeing them all right there. I was gonna say Urameshi looks the shortest, but they all look, equal. I just feel like I don't know, man. Like I've always said, man, like with Kuwabara, could have been maybe a few inches taller, but it's good to see him. We got this shot. This is a good shot. I really like it. The background, definitely at night, so we're definitely going to be seeing a whole lot of them cutting loose, working together, maybe as not really as a team, but just working together and then learning teamwork and bonding as friends and stuff like that, because they do go on a lot of adventures. And I really like Kuwabara and Hiei's banter once Kuwabara pretty much, spoiler alert, is into Hiei's sister, and Hiei's sister has a thing for Kuwabara. Kuwabara had one of the dopest character developments in the show, so I hope they could show that in live action.
ウォーミングアップといこうか
Okay, so we got obviously Toguro fighting, and we got like a red demon and him using spirit gun. Let me see if I could kind of go back. We see the rose whip. So that's the rose whip that he would use. Nice. It feels like Yu-Gi-Oh! Kunai with chain, but with roses. It happens so quick though. So that's kind of like, because he uses the roses and does all that, but it gives me like a kunai with chain kind of thing. But it still looks like a vine. It's just happening so fast, to be honest. The spirit gun. So the spirit gun, sorry. The spirit gun, from what I'm seeing, let's see if I could go back. Hold on. Spirit gun looks good. CGI looks pretty great. So there's going to be fighting in the daytime and the nighttime, which I'm really digging a lot. A couple JDM cars in the back. Looks like a Mini Coupe. Shout out to Initial D. But yeah. So we definitely got some pretty good stuff. I feel like it should have. Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe just due to the shot and the editing, because it looks like Blast is right there, and he it's right there. But you have the stream or whatever. Just kind of little tidbit there, but CGI looks good for the spirit gun. I will say that. So it looks like he's gonna come and wreck shit because like I said, they're not a team. They're just pretty much jumping them. And he's like, nah, you guys aren't on that level. He's laying waste to people, and he's out here, about to RKO somebody damn near. You know, like this dude could barely get up and he's about to knee him to oblivion. So you could clearly tell like he's gonna best them because they're not a team yet. They haven't really worked together. And this is when Genkai plays a big role to kind of bring out everyone's like you could say personality trait and how they could like work together. You know, pretty much she is the master Roshi of the Yu Yu Hakusho universe. You got a samurai. That's probably some sort of demon, maybe, but it looks pretty good. I like that shot. I'm gonna say this before we get to Kuwabara. I'm gonna say this when Kuwabara finds out about the spirit world. Let me go a little bit. Hold on. I'm gonna say this could be Hiei's sister. I'm thinking this is Hiei's sister because I remember her being held captive somewhere and stuff like that. So I'm gonna say this is Hiei's sister. I'm calling it right now. He gets the sword. Now let's talk about the sword a little bit. Sword's blue, it's supposed to be yellow. It's fine, it's cool. I just want to see it in action, man. He looks like he's cut, he's bleeding, and he pulls it. So I'm curious to see how he gets his spirit power and unlocked. And that's the third eye I was talking about. You see, that's the third eye. I forget what benefits that it has, but I know when he takes it off, he's good.
純粋な強さだ。俺はあんたとは違う。お前のは強さじゃねえ。お前にはもう仲間など必要ない。
ユウスケ。
レイザ
Mm. Man, oh man, listen, I'm gonna say it like this, man. I can't wait tomorrow, man. I'm gonna be watching it. I'm definitely gonna probably do each episode like breakdown of my views on it, you know, because I'm excited for it, man. I like the characters, I like the outfits, I like a lot of the action, some of the CGI, and the fact that it's a series, not a movie. So we could probably get seasons of it. You know, I think it ran for 4 seasons the anime, so we could probably get, like I said, like a 5 or a 6. You condense the episodes and stuff like that. I'm just curious to see the direction that they're going to take it in. You know, looks amazing. Looks amazing. I'm sure there's going to be a couple of adjustments here and there due to like maybe budget and restrictions and storytelling, but overall, just seeing the combat, seeing some of the CGI, and you know, like how characters, you know, come about compared to their counterpart in the anime is going to be interesting story to tell. So I can't wait. It looks like we're going to be dealing more with the demon world and the human world arc, so to speak, before we get to that dark tournament, which feels right. I really want the dark tournament set up to be good. I think this season you could just have it, you know, explore the spirit world or the demon world and explore the human world, how they were once connected and what severed that connection. And now, like, the fate is, you know, the world's at fate because of this, that, and the third. So, whatever. And then we could kind of go from there. Then maybe next season, introduce the dark tournament. And then we go from there. You know, I think it'll be cool because I really want this group to expand. I want characters to develop. I want the friendships to develop. And I want a lot of people to have that dynamic and banter. Because, like I said, Kuwabara was kind of like, for me, my comic relief, how he was with Urameshi, with Kurama. Kurama never really like disrespected him, but it was always him back and forth with Hiei from what I remember. So I really want them to explore those dynamics of for these guys with Bochan and the girl that's like, you know, Urameshi's a love interest. Obviously, like I said, Kuwabara goes out with Hiei's sister, or they have like a love interest. So I would like for them to explore that. And just kind of want to see where this is going to go, you know. But I'm excited for it, man. You go. I don't know if you guys are or aren't. Let me know in the comments down below. Yu Yu Hakusho. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be dropping a whole lot of videos on this, man. It's one of the greatest animes. Watch it from start to finish, and now watching the live action, gonna have me double back to watch the anime series to see what they've incorporated, what they brought in, what they took out to tell their story. Like I said, the CGI is obviously I'm feeling the CGI. Maybe season 2, the CGI is a lot more better and a lot more crisp. But I think for season 1, I'm digging the CGI. It's approved. It's under the Clash approved. You get the Saber Flash approved. You know what I mean? Um, Man, I'm just curious now to see, are we going to get that theme song, Smile Bomb? A remaster, a variant version of it, rather it's an intro or outro, or will they play it maybe at the end of wrapping up the first season? Is it going to be maybe like an Easter egg? Who knows? But I would love to see that song come back in full form in today's like looking at my thing. um year, you know what I mean? So hopefully all our questions will be answered. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, because tomorrow I'm going to be dropping a whole lot of content on Yu Yu Hakusho for each episode. So till then, this is your boy Class signing out. You guys take care out there. Peace and much love.